Who holds the power? Is it the general man? Is it the school, or is it the donors?
See,
that's what gets me about this whole thing, because it's the donors probably like, well, without me, you can't do anything. So, like, do they technically hold all the power?
See, that's the thing. That's what's got me confused also, because the thing with Andrew Luck, when that happened, when they made their change with the head coaching position and made the hiring they did of Frank Reich, the firing came down and it said Andrew Luck had the statement, which surprised me a little bit because I thought maybe the athletic director had the statement. What's the structure of Ohio State? Who's the...
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
There's a GM for Ohio State, right?
Yeah, like Mark Pantoni.
Mark Pantoni's yeah. Okay. So, but do you think Mark Pantoni makes that level of decision?
Probably Ryan Day.
I mean, they work in concert and collaboration.
That's kind of the way I figured, yes.
So, Mark Pantoni is working all day long with his staff, evaluating players and now dealing with, salary cap situation and NIL opportunities and doing all that. But, he's important. Mickey Marotti's important. And Ryan Day is at the top of the org chart. And then you pass it on to Ross Bjork. That's a more traditional model. This outside money has changed the equation for building a roster, but this is the first I've heard of it changing the situation for staff alignment or what athletic directors can do. Now, let's not pretend like wealthy donors and boosters didn't have some input over the coaching staff before. Right. Like, that's always been the case. And you can look at where Ross Bjork was before. For people, if you want Jimbo Fisher out of here, someone's going to have to step up and pay for that.
Yeah.
But then you still have to actually be able to make that decision and do that with, foresight, clear thought, and a vision in mind. If you start letting these people outside the school make every decision for you, you're lost. You're rudderless.
What surprised me is not so much what's happening, but the fact that it's at Cal. When was the last time we heard about Cal was Aaron Rodgers, right? When he was there? No. Was that the last time Cal was relevant?
Marshawn
Lynch, okay. But I'm saying the fact that we're like, this is a story.
Keenan Allen. We got to play against Keenan Allen.
Rusty says Tyvus belts out Beyonce when he's driving by himself. What's next for us there,
Actually,
yeah.
That's wrong. I listen to SZA when I'm by myself.
I told you about that with the Super Bowl, didn't I?
What? When you didn't know who?
When they came out, and I looked it up and I said, guys, that's SZA.
You lost your mind.
My friends made fun of me for that one because it was like I was the oldest person in the room, but I said I couldn't. No one could tell. We weren't sure who it was, and I said that's SZA. No, it's not who it is. My 10-year-old daughter tells me who it is. And everyone laughed. Hilarity ensued. Mm-hmm. All right, keep going, buddy. Sorry.
Next up, ESPN, they ranked their top 10 running backs for this upcoming 2025 season. Here's the list from 10 to 1. Bryson Washington at Baylor, Jamal Haynes at Georgia Tech, Quinn Travion, who I think was named after both Quinshon Judkins and Travion Henderson. Quinn Travion Wisner at Texas, so the Buckeyes will obviously play him week 1, and after just playing him a couple months ago there. Desmond Reed at Pittsburgh, Ahmad Hardy at Missouri, and then 5 to 1 here.
Hang on. I want you to know, we all know already why Bodie picked out this story, right? Go ahead, Bodie. Finish up.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get there.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I got you. Go ahead.
Number 5 is Isaac Brown at Louisville. Number 4, Mekhi Hughes at Oregon. 3 and 2 are two guys the Buckeyes will play, both on the same team. Katron Allen at Penn State, and then Nicholas Singleton at Penn State. And then, of course, number 1 on the list. Tyvus said, let's get a little highlight clip for this one. I said, I can do that for you, Tyvus. Number 1 on the list, number 4 on the field, but number 1 in your heart.
Oh, my God.
Love. Burst over the middle. Love. Zone, and the Irish take the lead. Leonard swing it. Love to the outside. Love to the end zone. Spectacular Notre Dame touchdown. Love from above. And the Irish take a 2-score lead.
The number 1 running back in the country, per the Entertainment Sports Program Network, is going to be Jeremiah Love of Notre Dame.
He's destined for Green Bay, right?
Sure.
Love and Love?
Yeah.
I think so.
He's mad.
He's a hell of a player.
He's mad with power.
Who's mad with
Bodie?
Yeah, I know. Listen, the other day on Wednesday when DeVere and I were here, and every time I made fun of Reimer because I made him say North Carolina a lot because he's a North Carolina fan. I asked him what's more important. Would it be better for him a North Carolina basketball championship, an Ohio State basketball championship? And he said North Carolina on the Buckeye Show. I gave him all kinds of grief for that. And he said to me, I can't say that, but Bodie could say all stuff he says about Notre Dame. And I defend Bodie. But now I'm not going to defend Bodie anymore for doing that.
Why did you defend him?
Bodie
is backwards because he literally went to Ohio State. That blows my mind.
Yeah.
That he don't own now one T-shirt, but he literally got his college education from
Still
there.
paying for it, Ty.
And still paying for it.
Tyvus is not paying for his, but he got fired. That was really, really traumatic for him. But he walked out of college with no debt. But that's a matter of fact. I'm not sure anything vacated. I think Tyvus made money in college. Austin, do you think that Jeremiah Love is the best running back in college football this year?
You know I didn't drop no money.
I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it today.
He's very good. I think he was not 100% for the national championship game. So, in person, I did not see the guy who was breaking every tackle and pulling away with, breakaway speed and scoring touchdowns for the Irish, at least in person in that game. So I think he's really good. I just kind of laugh a little bit with these when you put them out in April because, you're just looking at production from the year before. Because I think that C.J. Donaldson is going to be one of the best running backs in the country this year.
You do?
Or RB1?
I think he will be the starting running back.
Over James People.
I do. But who was running back one last year between those guys? I think there's roles.
Quinshawn. He was.
The statistical breakdown is pretty even, and I think that was a great thing for both of them. And I think that may well be the case in the model moving forward with these guys. And I like both of them a lot. I think C.J. Donaldson, when you cut the film on from West Virginia, you see like a larger guy. You think, well, that's a fullback, or Lindell White to the Thunder and Lightning package here. Mm-hmm. At this weight now, 25 pounds down through spring, you're seeing some of the track success that he had in high school come back into the speed in his game. I think there's a lot to like, Tyvus.
How about you?
You saying, do you
think that Jeremiah Love?
Oh, no, because he's Bodie's guy. So absolutely
That's
not.
the kind of analysis we hired you for.
Absolutely not. I will not give him
guy.
No, he actually is a really good running back. I mean, what was the Penn State game is he was coming off the knee thing and said he couldn't jump and he still cleared the guy. So, the guy's a freakish athlete. Obviously some of the things that he was doing and that particularly against Penn State, the will to get in the end zone, like he was stopped like 3 times and he still found a way to get in there. The guy is really good, but I'm not going to say he's the best in the country.
When he was asked about that after the game, Tyvus, you know what he told reporters?
I'm sure you're going to tell.
He said a bruise on the leg is a hell of a long way from the heart.
Jeez.
This is why I don't like them. That's exactly why. I'm going with Nick Singleton.
He's a stud, too. Those two Penn State guys. If they can get the passing game figured out.
I did think Katron Allen was way too high on that list. I mean, that guy won.
Yeah, I didn't think he was 3, but
I think Singleton's the best of the two.
Yeah.
Singleton's a stud.
Yeah. Every indication around December was that Katron Allen was interested in the transfer portal, and the transfer portal wasn't as interested in him. How valid is that? I don't know.
Not to discredit him. He'd be a really good third down back for Ohio State. Go ahead.
Last one here. CBS Sports put this one together. Just kind of a fun discussion. They put together what could be some potential fun Final Fours for this upcoming season with obviously the men's and women's NCAA tournament Final Fours going on tonight, tomorrow night. They kind of broke it into categories here. So the heavyweight bracket, they had Ohio State, Texas, Georgia, Notre Dame. So 3 of the 4 teams that were just in there last year.
Wonder how Bodie found this one.
That was right on CBS Sports. I was like, first thing you could click on. The aerial bracket, which I have some questions about this one, to be honest with you. But this was the whole, maybe not focusing on the defense, but the quarterbacks. They went with Miami, LSU, Texas, and Penn State. I just don't know about some of those quarterbacks that would be in that Final Four, but nevertheless. The breakthrough bracket, they had LSU, Penn State, Texas, and Utah. And then I thought this one was kind of fun, and I know Notre Dame's involved, but I think it's a little entertaining, just more past that. Relitigating 2021 bracket, they had Oklahoma, Southern Cal, Notre Dame, and then LSU. Now, obviously, that goes back to 2021 when Brian Kelly and Brian Kelly and Lincoln Riley bolded Oklahoma, Notre Dame. And then, obviously, the Irish and Sooners hired Marcus Freeman.
Is Cam Rising still at Utah?
Oh, yeah, he is. I think this is his 8th year.
Dr. Rising.
Yeah.
Dr. Rising.
This got to stop, man. This is ridiculous.
You just wish you could have had 8 years. You wish COVID came out when you were at Ohio State. But
I wouldn't. First of all, you wouldn't make it 8 years at Ohio State. With the stuff that Coach Mick had us doing, you wouldn't. No, your body would break down. Absolutely not. 8 years, it's over. It's over.
Yeah.
What's the guy from? I am interested to see the kid that went to Miami from Georgia. What's the quarterback?
Carson Beck.
Carson Beck.
Yeah.
I am interested to see what he does because I really think he lost a lot of money last year. And I don't know if he gonna get it back.
He got it back from Miami.
I was going to say, he got some back for himself.
I don't know.
Lost his girlfriend supposedly along the way, but
Yeah, well.
that happens.
Was he the one driving the Lambo?
I think
they
so.
got
I think he was.
robbed. Didn't they get robbed?
I don't know about that.
He got
Yeah,
him
when he
and
got
her-
there, his car got broken into.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's Miami for you.
That's the U, baby.
It was probably a teammate, actually. Probably did it. Knowing the way the U works, it sounds like somebody may be blocking for him this year.
Maybe the U's back.
If that happened, I would absolutely think the University of Miami makes the playoff this year.
You need to be back. It's good for college football.
I agree with you. It's good. Hey, you know what? Honestly, we give them grief. It's great. Notre Dame is competitive. It really is.
I agree.
It's
Of course it is, dude.
Notre Dame. Let's
Be
tap
nice
the brakes
if they
on. Of course,
finally
it
won
is.
one of those suckers.
Yeah.
It's been almost 4 decades.
On that
but-
CBS Sports thing, by the way, Bodie somehow hacked into it. It's got the Bodie bracket, which is Notre Dame, the Dallas Cowboys, the Boston Celtics, and Utah.
I like the heavyweight bracket. If we got to next, whatever it'd be,
January
10th, 15th range, and it was
Yeah.
the Buckeyes, Texas, Georgia, and Notre Dame,
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
I'd be okay with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Coming up next, another Big Ten team is being investigated by the toothless NCAA. That's next. Buckeye Show on the Fan.
The only workplace in America to participate in the Doorknob Fart Game. And we also play office basketball and sometimes do radio. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Skyline nachos are back, and now there's a spicy version. Get them with Skyline's cheddar or habanero cheese, topped with fiery jalapeno slices. But hurry, Skyline's regular and new spicy nachos are only at participating restaurants for a limited time.
Huntington is banking that just clicks. Like asterisk-free checking, an account that's filled with features, but no monthly maintenance fee, no matter what. Because it's your money, right? So we think you should keep it. It's just one more way we're looking out for people every day. Is your bank looking out for you? Maybe it's time to switch. Visit your neighborhood Huntington branch or make the switch at huntington.com/yourmoney.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change will help ease your oil change-anxiety. Picture expert technicians who are quick but not rushed. When you hear the bell, breathe in and out. Now, let go of your oil change-anxiety. Visit Valvoline Instant Oil Change today and find automotive peace. No appointment needed.
Add some spice to your pizza night with Donato's new Smoky Hot Honey Pizza and Smoky Hot Honey Chicken Sub. Bringing hardwood smoked bacon, wood-fired chipotle seasoning, and Mike's Hot Honey together for savory, smoky, sweet heat perfection. Now get $4 off a large Smoky Hot Honey Pizza using promo code SMOKY. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's. Gotta love more.
If you miss a little, you'll miss a lot. Search for your favorite fan shows wherever you get your podcasts and subscribe. Every episode comes right to your phone absolutely free. Modern technology, it's a hell of a thing. Do it now. The Fan.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint with their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind. It's a front row seat to the big game. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen, and so big you won't believe it. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint, and the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining healthcare.
Looking for a very special way to commemorate the 9th national championship in Ohio State football history? Then check out the beautiful Ohio State timepieces at OxiaTime.com. Oxia has created a series of heirloom quality designs to celebrate the Buckeyes, including the limited edition Ryan Day autograph box sets. Equally impressive to the quality of their products is the quality of the people behind these watches. Go to OxiaTime.com to learn more on their backstory and claim your piece of Ohio State history. That's AXIATime.com.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Light winds, cloudy skies, and a couple of showers, but not bad temperature-wise on this Friday. Right around 60 degrees. Overnight, we'll fall back down to the mid-50s. Very mild by morning, but still a chance of a leftover shower. A better chance of more late-day showers and possibly a few stronger thunderstorms later on Saturday afternoon and evening. Highs around 70 degrees. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Hating Michigan is our favorite national pastime. This is the Buckeye Show.
It is the Buckeye Show. Tito, Austin Ward, Bodie, and Trey here on The Fan.
Andre 3000?
No, see, I'm sorry, Andre 3000. That's what I should have said, yes. Ty Pac, $29.99.
I was just listening to some Outcasts on my way over.
That's another one.
I was listening to Rosa Parks.
As far as groups, duos go, they're one of the, yeah.
Everybody move to the back of the bus.
If you sing any more of that, we've got to pay rights fees now, so be careful on that.
Yeah, stop.
We already did the yay. Oh, we already did that one, you know. Anyway, so I read this story on The Athletic. It was by Chris Vanini about Michigan State. And they have come out and said that the NCAA is investigating them for some possible recruiting violations under Mel Tucker when he was there. Not a really good tenure for Mel Tucker there. He got rich, but then couldn't be as rich as he thought he'd be because of the way he got fired.
Allegations.
The allegations. He was fired for cause in September 2023 when there was a school investigation into the sexual harassment allegations made by Brenda Tracy against him. Now, this was September of 2023 when that happened, and he got let go. Okay. Now, Tucker has sued Michigan State, sued him last year for unlawful termination. The case is ongoing. Brenda Tracy, this is amazing to me, has sued Tucker for defamation. Happened a long time ago. Says in the article, Tucker has evaded attempts to be served legal notice. That's a long time to be able to evade. I mean, great. You don't
Where in the world is Mel Tucker?
Right, exactly. This feels like something we should probably investigate.
Man.
I should have done that today.
You know what? You should have done that today. That would have been great. I didn't want to. But by the way, let's not start comparing you to Mel Tucker. Oh, okay. Let's not do that. But
I wish I'd been paid like him.
Exactly.
Man. Well, he took all that and balled it up and threw it off the highway.
That guy got fired.
For calls, so that he couldn't even the check stopped.
So they are now. It says the statement from the athletics department said this is regarding the other stuff. Michigan State Athletics has cooperated with the NCAA to review a potential matter concerning the football program under the former staff and will continue to do so for the duration of the process. NCAA rules do not permit the university to provide any additional details at this time. I don't believe the NCAA will ever do anything to anyone ever again.
How can they? Every time they do,
they go get taken to court. They go lose.
They go right back to court. And the ludicrous part about all of it,
don't say it two more times. Go ahead.
The Chris Bridges part of it is that these are rules that all the schools agreed to.
Right.
They are the NCAA.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you can't make me do this. You chose to do it. You signed up for this. You approved these rules. And no, you can't punish me. And they really can't, because as Tyvis said, they start going to court immediately.
They get cool.
It's like, save me from myself.
Right.
So I should take them to court. I should tell them, you can't say that you're going to pay athletes dated back to 2016 when I'm 2015. I should take them to court to get 2015 paid.
100% you should.
Tyvus in the same show
I don't have enough money.
Has said, I'm not going to rate a Notre Dame running back because Bodie likes him. And now we're talking about a Michigan State recruiting violation. He somehow ties it back to himself getting paid from 2016. Tyvus, I'm telling you, man.
2015.
I'm sorry, 2015. 2015. You're right. I apologize.
You know how much money they about to get? They about to get like $100,000. You
They
wouldn't
are.
want $100,000 free dollars?
First of all, it wouldn't be free.
Yeah, it would.
Just take your EA Sports game and go.
I don't got that.
No, now I'd be bad. Ross Bjork back on Morning Juice on March 6th talked about this, and this kind of ties into what Austin was talking about. Here's Ross Bjork on the juice. Well, not on the juice, on the morning juice. I don't think he was juiced. He was on Morning Juice. March. They want to get more allegations out there. Here we go.
There is going to be a new entity that is being created right now as we speak that the Autonomy 4 conferences will oversee and govern. And if you opt into the house case settlement rules of engagement and you will revenue share and you have roster limits, there'll be a new entity that will govern the revenue share cap. It will govern NIL. It will have rules of enforcement on if you violate the cap. Here's what that means. If you do an NIL third-party agreement that doesn't meet the clearinghouse standards, that could be a violation. If you pay under the table, like the old school days, right? Those things could be violations. So there's going to be things that are housed in this A4 entity that are rules. There'll be things that are still left kind of on the NCAA side. How that merges and how that bridges, those mechanics are being worked out right now. There's no question that we have to be governed differently at the A4 level, the Big Ten, the SEC, the Big 12. What that looks like, the mechanics around that, there is a lot of work. I'm actually on a subgroup working on the enforcement piece of this. How do penalties get decided? Who decides that? All of those things are being baked in right now, but we have to go fast because the clock's ticking. July 1st is going to be here.
I fully anticipate if they get every school representative in a room and they all agree to it and they've got to sign it like the Declaration of Independence, I think Michigan's representative will sign a different name. So they won't be held, like it will literally say like Benjamin Franklin or something like that. Bo Schembechler.
We're not part of this.
Yeah, we didn't. Where's our signature? We didn't sign it for this.
I mean, the way they've been acting lately, that's not shocking. You know what I forgot?
What's that?
I forgot
you owed more money.
I mean,
okay.
Listen, who's going to turn away a free check? Okay. I forgot that they are cutting down the limit on the team, the roster
size.
Yeah. Like it was the 85, right?
Well, yeah, so that was 85 scholarship players, but the change is that part, scholarship number can expand to 105, but that's the limit to the roster. So you used to be able to carry 20, 30, 40 walk-ons. That's the part where that doesn't exist anymore. It's a hard cap of 105 players.
Okay.
So that's where your number is, yeah.
So let's say Ohio State had 110 right now. July 1st, they'd have to get down to 105?
Well, whenever everybody agrees that this is the way that it operates,
right?
You know, like that's all been worked out through the House settlement, and as Ross Bjork said, with the working subgroups that he's on, like those are the future rules of engagement that everyone is trying to agree to. Again, that's what they did with the NCAA as well, and then you still had situations arise that you're arguing and going to court over. So even though someone has to govern it, and
Nick Saban.
To always blame the NCAA, I think it is like off track because the NCAA is the membership group.
James Franklin was Nick Saban.
Well, I mean, Nick Saban should be involved in college football.
I agree with that, yes.
It's better for it. But he won't fix it because that doesn't mean that all 40, 50 A4 schools are going to agree with what Nick Saban wants to do.
Well, he was the one that calmed Buckeye fans down. He said that they need to quit this negative BS.
Yeah, you're right, he was. Bodie, have you seen the movie White Chicks?
No, but I'm familiar.
Okay, you have seen it 10 times. I've never seen it.
What's wrong with you?
No, listen.
It's a blockbuster.
I was going to say, it sounds like that genre over here.
Listen, Rusty says, I could imagine Tyvus singing 1,000 Miles like Terry Crews and White Chicks.
You know, it's funny. Every time it comes on, I do. And I need you.
Stop. No strikes.
Yeah, seriously. Now we got to pay more royalties because Tyvus says all the money he's owed, he's costing the station.
Well, that's why he needs the settlement because he wants to sing on the air.
That's right. I want to take my check and send it to these other artists.
You're saying check, not chick. Does everyone know that? Okay, because he said free check, not free chick earlier, and he just said he wants to take his check, not his chick. That'd be different. It's a blockbuster called White Chicks.
Yes.
Okay.
You never seen White Chicks with the Wayne Bros?
Listen, when I told my wife to do the top 5, she said, I want to text Tyvus and tell him the top 5 movies my husband's never seen and do that as a top 5. I wouldn't let her do it, though.
Oh, wow.
I didn't give her. I said, I'm not giving you Tyvus's number.
If you really got that many black movies you've never seen.
Not black movies. Look, I've seen black. First, let's not paint me in this corner. I'm talking about big-time movies.
Have you seen Friday?
No, but...
You never seen Friday?
I saw New Jack City.
Okay, I give credit for that.
I saw, let me think of other ones I've seen. I saw New Jack City in the theater, by the way, as like a young white guy.
Okay, you get some points.
That's aggressive for that one.
Yeah, it is.
It is. I didn't go to the restroom to get popcorn, but I stayed in my seat the whole time. What else? I'm trying. The ones like the big day. Like I haven't seen the Godfather movies. I've never seen Rocky 1 or Rocky 2.
Juice with Tupac.
Yes.
You see
Pac's my guy.
You seen Above the Rim?
I have not seen Above the Rim.
Okay,
I haven't seen Above the Rim.
Training Day count?
I've seen Training Days. Is that a blockbuster?
Not necessarily.
No. Okay. I tried.
I like Denzel. Thank you. I've seen all the Equalizer
He's trying
movies.
to throw some life rafts out.
His performance won him an Oscar, but that's not necessarily. You seen John Q?
No, I didn't see John Q. Who's in that one? I don't know who's in John Q.
We'll be back in 2 minutes. Come on, man.
Okay, coming up in 2 minutes. More talk about some people upset about the way some of the NIL money is being distributed. We'll do that next. Buckeye Show on the Fan.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Buckeye Nation, join us on April 13th at the 2025 Ohio State Formather, presented by Union Home Mortgage, the Ohio Beef Council, and Raising Cane's. This is your chance to run down the tunnel and finish on the 50-yard line at Ohio Stadium. A portion of the proceeds benefit the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. This is something you won't want to miss. Register today at ohiostateformather.com. Go Bucks!
Look, there's feelings, and then there's the facts. If you're feeling like your finance team is bogged down in mundane manual tasks, the fact is, you need Ramp. Ramp is the corporate card that makes the expense process fast and easy. The moment your team makes a purchase, Ramp handles everything. Receipt collection and approvals, the works. With Ramp, you can cut your month-end close from 5 days to 1, customize approval workflows, and get complete control over every transaction. Facts. Over 25,000 businesses trust Ramp, including Shopify and the Boys and Girls Club of America, which is why they were just named #1 in spend management by G2. Facts. Start using Ramp and you'll have more time to spend scaling your business. And that'll feel really good. Upgrade to Ramp for free today and get $250 at ramp.com/radio. Ramp.com/radio. That's ramp.com/radio.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Talk, an occasional discussion about the latest tracksuit trends.
Yes, looking nice.
This is the Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light.
Tito talk now.
Boomerang.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what? Boomerang was better when I was younger. I watched it I watched it in the theater, and then I watched it like 10 years ago on TV.
I just watched it like last week.
It wasn't as funny the second time around.
It's still funny to me.
It's good, but it's not. It's like I thought it was a lot funnier than it was. I do like it though. It's a good movie.
Not that many funny parts in it. You ever seen Harlem Nights?
Oh yes, God,
Okay.
I've seen the classics.
Okay.
Harlem Nights is great.
I'm just asking.
Harlem
questions.
Nights is Harlem. Come on, man. By the way, in a couple of tweets here sent to me about this, Bo, not that Bo, Bo, the other Bo, Bo 3000. He said, "I can't believe that neither of you had Nas or Rakim.
I said Nas.
Rakim
I
in your
said,
top 5.
I
Eric
said
being Rakim.
Nas.
Rakim.
Yeah. Did you say Rakim?
I said Rakim first, and then I corrected myself. Rakim. It's Eric being Rakim.
I said Nas
Was your
be
also ranked?
my next one.
Yeah. Also receiving votes is where he'd be.
Correct.
And then Chris wants to know about the fish that saved Pittsburgh. Have you seen that?
The fish that saved Pittsburgh?
You can go ahead and turn in your card on your way out the door tonight.
I ain't never heard of it.
Okay, I haven't seen it, but the fact you haven't heard of it.
Do that. Don't sit there.
The fact that you haven't
sit there and act like that. Okay.
Bodie, do you know who would name one person the fish saved Pittsburgh? Do you know?
I know nothing about what you just said.
Okay. Austin, do you know one person?
No.
Okay. It's a sad day when I'm the one that's tell you guys that Dr. J, Julius Irving, was in the fish that saved Pittsburgh.
Sounds like we got the rest of Friday night set.
I'm glad that I've never heard of it.
Keep your card. You're
Never
fine.
heard of
You're
that
fine.
movie.
Okay. Yes, it's I think it might have been a Blackbuster, but I'm not sure. I can't make the
It
call.
can't be because I never heard
It's
of
from the
it.
70s. It's okay. So
you ever seen The Wood?
I think I accidentally rented that in a hotel, and I wasn't supposed to. I think it's got a different one. Is that a different?
That was something else.
Oh, I'm sorry. Man. Okay.
The Wood is such a good movie. That's such a good movie.
Can you describe it without getting us in trouble?
Yeah, it's Omar Epps is in it.
Okay, I remember Omar Epps.
Okay, so he's the main character. He moves to Inglewood.
Inglewood's always up to no good. I've heard that. That's what I've
He moves to Inglewood.
Well,
he hangs with he get these two friends in high school, and they like just kids. Like his first day they bet him $1 that he wouldn't touch a girl's butt.
I guess we can talk about this now.
He did it, and
kind of close to the movie I rented.
He got beat up, and her brother came and beat him up again, and then fast forward, like he ends up dating her and all of these things. It's a good movie, really good movie. It's a good movie. I'm telling you.
It's just a good thing we got the dump button over there, and Bodie's in charge of it because I thought we were going somewhere completely different.
Bodie is on edge for this.
Oh, yeah, this is Bodie's
Buckeye Show.
The Wood is Inglewood.
Okay.
They call it the Wood.
That's fine. I've never called it the Wood. I've always called it Inglewood when I've referred to it.
My goodness.
I always say it twice, and then I say that it's always up to
no good. I do every time. I do the same thing.
The Wood up to no good.
Sacramento, where you at? Inglewood?
Okay.
Anyway, Bodie, is this the most off-the-rails Buckeye show you've ever been a part of?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
We started strong.
The important thing to know, though, is our prime time hours that factors into ratings.
Yeah.
Is 6A to 7P. So 7P on.
You never should have told me that.
You don't even have to hit the dump button.
You never should have told me that.
Say whatever.
I'm going to make a call right now, a prediction. I think this show has gone so off the rails that I think Bodie's about done doing the Buckeye Show. That's just my thought.
Wow.
I think
a bold prediction.
I think it is.
Holy cow.
Coming to America.
Come on, man.
I just want to see how bad it is. You said you've never seen Friday, and that's pretty bad.
Somebody said that they're very surprised. I'm not going to say exactly what they said on the chat because I do like my job. So I'm not going to say word for word. I'm just going to say that somebody says that they are surprised that you don't know who Tretch is. They were surprised by that.
I mean,
you wrote that in there?
When you said,
I did write that in there. I'm just saying.
You said Naughty by Nature. I said, okay, I know that. I know them by Naughty by Nature.
If I would have said Michael Jackson, say, who I saw, the guy in Jackson 5. Oh, yeah, I know that guy, right? Then you do that. You wouldn't know Michael Jackson, but you'd know the Jackson 5 had a guy in there named Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Michael 3000.
He's the lead.
Okay. Anyway, what the heck did I tease? Oh, this thing with the NIL money. So, Dawn Staley, who is
watching her.
He saw Cameron Brink up there, and he's like, "Oh yeah, women's college basketball."
Dawn Staley
in the Wood.
She has said that the figure she was throwing around, so we talked about, was that it feels like football gets. She said this on Carolina Calls on the radio show earlier this year. She said that football gets 75% of the money that comes in, and the other 25%, the way it's divvied up, is 15 to men's basketball, 5 to women's basketball, 5% to everybody else. And she thinks it should be more evenly distributed. She said that we need to be a little more generous than 5% of her program. South Carolina women's basketball has lost on average more than $5 million a year from 2017 to 2023, according to Sportico's college finances database. So they're one of the more successful, obviously, college basketball programs on the women's side.
Yeah.
And what I want to know is I think what is fair and what is right are two different things in this situation.
Okay.
I completely think it'd be more fair to give more money to some of the other sports.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
like especially women's basketball in South Carolina. I mean, they kind of are like the top of the top.
Even here in Columbus, I'd like to see more. I'd like to just. I mean, Ohio State's got a great program. I love McGuff and I love what they're doing. But I wish they had more resources to compete with schools like South Carolina. I'm not sure what the difference is. I have
agree.
no clue. No clue with that.
I feel the same way about women's hockey.
So I think that's probably that's the right thing there. But when you look at the money football brings in, no one's going to fight for that.
No, you can't.
That can make a decision, right? I mean, I don't see any way you can say to a school where you can regulate, okay, you need to spend 50% of your money on women's sports and 50% on men's sports, figure it out. It's just not going to happen because of the way how much more football brings in all across the board with attendance, with the media deals, all of those things are tied into it. And so I understand her gripe, but I don't think there's going to be a solution that will satisfy them.
I just think that, first of all, football going to get what football is going to. I mean, in there in the SEC too, they're definitely going to get what they're going to get. But I think that they've earned more than a 5%. Like, they could get bumped up to like 8 or 10 at least. Like, I feel like they.
But then where would you take it from? Okay, that's what I'm saying. If that's how it's distributed.
Give me that distribution.
The way she said it is, it's 75 to football. 15,
I give them 70.
Do you think Ohio State, I'll ask you this also, do you think Ohio State, if you told Ohio State fans, hey, we're giving 5% of the money, but we're going to give to football and give it to women's basketball, no. I think there'd be riots.
Ross Bjork would be out of a job immediately.
That's what I mean. But I understand what you're saying, Ty. I'm with you.
I don't think 5%.
There's multiple issues with the way that this is being handled, and I don't think that Dawn Staley is wrong to advocate for her program in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
On the one hand, when you look at this, and you were talking about 50-50 in support of men's and women's Title IX does exist. And
yes.
So you're working through the House and the House settlement, and you're trying to get the federal government involved in all this stuff. It's complicated, and they could make it more complicated. And I think that's why people thought initially, well, if you had to do 50-50 with the scholarship split, that should be the same way with the House settlement. And it's not that. But that's on the one side. And why I say that there's two sides to the argument. If Dawn Staley is upset with that at South Carolina, which she's not speaking for all of sports across college athletics in the country, she's speaking about South Carolina and her experience. She didn't have to sign a deal for $4 million. She's one of the highest paid, maybe the highest paid women's basketball coach. If you need another $1 million for your roster, well, why'd you take it from the school?
Right.
They could allocate that. And Dawn Staley says, here's my negotiation. I think I'm worth $4 million, but part of my success is due to the players. And if you don't have it in the budget because of football, because of men's basketball, because of whatever reason, let's find a solution for that. And I'm willing to be part of that.
The Tom Brady way.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And she could have done that and didn't. So, I'm not blaming her for that.
Right.
But she could have been part of a different solution.
5%. Let's say that let's say that the revenue sharing or the money that all the schools was going to share. Let's say it was $40 million. 5% of that is $2 million. You mean to tell me you don't think that Ohio State or South Carolina can last off of $38 million?
I think the first time, if Ohio State agreed to a different percentage, again, I have no idea. I have no idea what the percentages are, what the money is, the actual dollars. I'm going just based on what Dawn Staley said and applying it to Ohio State.
I think, Tito, I'll say, I don't know exactly, but it's around $13 million that Ohio State is planning. So I would say it's like 65 to 70 for Ohio State specific.
Okay.
I'll double check that. I promise to get the more correct information. That's my understanding because we're talking about 13 out of roughly 20 million.
Bodie, I don't know if you noticed, not Austin doing that right there, though, is his way to get on another show again because he's saying, I'm going to look into it. I'll be back next time. And now
that is called a tease.
I am scheduled to be here next Friday.
I'm just saying, what you just did was you left your car keys and then walked out the door and then had to come back and knock and say, I forgot something. Can I come back in?
I'm in, guys.
Yeah, right. Hey, I can't find them. Where could they be?
He just gave a weak tease.
No, it's beautiful.
We got to wait a whole week to pay off on this.
I need money, guys.
Time is what I'm saying, though, is that, if, say, Ohio State did concede something there and said, okay, we're going to take 2% away from football and put it towards women's basketball.
Okay.
The first time Ohio State loses a 5-star guy to Alabama be over $500,000, or the first time they lose a game to a team that got a player Ohio State could have had but didn't have the money because they put it to another program, you would see people upset about it. Even if it doesn't matter. Even if the kid just played the game of his life and Ohio State had an awful game or whatever. But I'm saying, like, the first time, though, it affects it. I think it'll be that way at any major school. It'd be that way at Michigan. It'd be that way at Alabama, everywhere.
I just don't think that Ohio State is a place where one player can beat you. Like, I don't think that that's...
Tim Biakabatuka would like to have a word with you.
Yeah, but that was back in the day. I'm talking about present time.
Okay.
Like, back from when I played to now.
Right.
It's very...
There's not one player.
Very seldomly is one player.
Smith,
I know
maybe.
There we go. There's no one.
He was pretty good that night.
Didn't Michigan State have a good kicker one year? That was uncalled for.
I'm going to jump across the
That was uncalled for. They should have done that one. It'd be a great time now to probably count this segment before you see Tyvus be angry for the first time ever off the football field. He will kill me and go point to my mom in the stands watching him kill me is what he'll do.
Yeah, that was my thing.
All right. Hashtag Buckeyes is next.
We're known for three things: games, conversation, and Common Man yelling about things only he cares about. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. Our low prices add up to big savings, plus over $600 in digital coupons each week, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Right now, 80% lean Kroger brand ground beef is on sale. 3-pound packages are $3.99 a pound with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Military veterans and active duty service members, you could become a certified cyber warrior with just 12 weeks of training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, and IT pros with these skills often enjoy abundant opportunity and a great lifestyle. Protect our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. SkillBridge and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University, Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag BuckeyesCare.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Now, community banking is the lifeblood of the American financial system, building strong, lasting relationships. We're just better able to help guide you down life's road. Flexibility is paramount to success. Community banking is alive and well in the Heartland. I'm Scott McComb. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Experience Buckeye game day like never before. Welcome to the 1922 Club, the most exclusive space inside Ohio Stadium, where luxury meets tradition in the heart of Buckeye Nation. Enjoy upscale food and beverages and a game day atmosphere like no other. Create lasting memories with friends and mingling with other Buckeye fans, and celebrate every OHIO in ultimate comfort. Become a member of the 1922 Club today. Memberships are limited. Visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Oh, hey, a fan show where you can be the star. Sundays at 11, it's the new Fan Calling Show, presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Your calls, your tweets, your voicemails, your opinions. You can be a homer, a hater, or whatever you want to be. Your family may not listen to you, but we will. The Fan Calling Show, presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Sundays at 11 on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Huntington is banking that just clicks. Like early pay. Moving up payday so you could get your money faster. Up to 2 days faster. And there's no cost. It's your money, right? So stop playing the waiting game. It's just one more way we're looking out for people every day. Is your bank looking out for you? Maybe it's time to switch. Visit your neighborhood Huntington branch or make the switch at huntington.com/yourmoney. Direct deposit and eligibility requirements apply.
Legend has it, underneath the NJM insurance offices lies a mysterious room of long-forgotten, moldy mascot memorabilia. Often pitched by ad agencies, always rejected by NJM. Is it real? We may never know. But what is real is NJM's dedication to doing what's right for their customers. Astoundingly, they're proud to put policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Learn more at njm.com.
Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
The Fan Poll is brought to you by Caster Connection. Visit casterconnection.com to shop online or to work with our Caster Solution specialists.
Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Call the plumbing, heating, and cooling technicians at The Waterworks and header today. Call 614-232-2222. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Didn't talk too soon on that one, Bodie. I got this thing down. Before we get to my #Buckeye, a couple of things we got to clear up here. By the way, on the chat, Buckeye Frank says, tell Austin and Tyvis hello for me. He said, you are two of his favorite guys on the radio.
Well, thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
Really means a lot to me, especially today. So thank you.
Today it does, I'm sure, yes. By the way, there was someone also, and we talked about a little bit off the air, but I'm going to go ahead. He said, Phil said, when he wanted the update, he said, you would give an update on something new last time, and you haven't given an update yet. I'm not saying you have to do it today. It's more of a man and bone probably thing. I don't know if it's a Buckeye Show thing, but I just want you to know that Phil is going to hold you accountable on that.
I did say that I would give it up. I've been busy.
Again, by the way, the Austin is strong in you because now we have to have a reason to have you back on a show because you just dropped that mega tease also.
Next week anyway.
I bet Tyvis is going to get on the schedule.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to be on anyway.
After tonight, we're not so sure about that one. So I saw this story, and it was on ESPN's Twitter account, so I clicked on that one. And it was about Lamar Jackson and Dale Earnhardt Jr. It's not #Buckeye, but I'm going to relate it to a Buckeye here in just a second.
Okay.
I can't wait for this journey.
Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to take all of what we got left.
Lamar's supposed to be on Power, on Raising Canaan, the episode.
You just spoke non-English to it there. I don't know what you were talking about there. Anyway, Lamar Jackson, number 8. Dale Earnhardt Jr. used to ride number 8. Mm-hmm. Then he switched to 88. Mm-hmm. And I think he does 8 now still in some like other smaller races he does just for the heck of it. Anyway, Lamar, right now, the number 8 is trademarked. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is trying to trademark the number 8. And Lamar Jackson's like, wait, I'm number 8. I don't think you should be able to trademark that. Troy Aikman a while back was in a dispute trying to trademark it also on some different things. And so...
How you going to trademark a number?
That's exactly where I'm going with this, Tyvis.
Well, I think somebody might have tried to trademark the word the.
You're right. That's true. The word the. I don't know if it's the or the.
The.
Because I think we could say the.
It's a big difference.
I don't know.
Maybe it's not.
The.
In July,
I'm just reading it.
Jackson challenged Hall of Fame quarterback Troy Aikman's attempt to use 8, the word 8, not the number 8, the word 8 on apparel and bags. So Jackson wants to have the number 8.
Lamar.
Yes, Lamar does, not Michael. Lamar Jackson 3000 wants to have the number 8, wants to be able to use it for different things. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. is fighting him on that. So
fighting Lamar.
Yes.
Okay.
Jackson. I think you're messing with me now.
Do you need a notepad, Titus?
Because the whole story is wild to me. That y'all about to fight over the number 8.
Well, for marketing purposes, yes, I get it.
If that's the case, Michael Vick should have number 7.
Okay, you think Michael Vick should have 7?
Anytime you see 7, who's the person you think of?
I don't know if I think of Michael Vick on 7.
Oh, yeah, you do.
No, wait. I'm going to look at
Michael Vick, probably the greatest number 7 of my generation.
He might be the greatest one of your generation, but it doesn't mean he's the
greatest. It's either Michael Vick or Kenny Lofton, obviously selfish reasons.
Okay. Let me see. I'm going to tell you now. Didn't Carmelo wear number 7?
Didn't Mickey Mantle wear 7?
Yes, Mickey Mantle's number 7.
This how bad Carmelo got. He ain't even the best 15 for the Nuggets. Jokic is.
Boy, tough crowd.
Barry Bonds wore 7 for a while.
For a while. But we don't know him. When he was on that stuff, he wasn't wearing number 7. When he was knocking him out the park, he wasn't wearing 7.
John Elway wore number 7?
I'm a Cleveland guy, so you know where we stand with John.
And this, by the way, Carmelo's Roethlisberger wore number 7?
Yeah, I'm from Cleveland. You know where I stand with that.
Yeah, he probably stands sad that they didn't draft Roethlisberger. They could have had him. Yeah, and Michael Vick. On this list, I'm looking greatest number 7 in sports. Vick is 9th.
Who's won?
Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. No, poo-poo over that.
Who's
and then
2?
Mickey Mantle, which is great. Costanza's best name for a child.
Who's 3?
John Elway.
No. Okay, that's where
Barry Bonds, 4.
We got to draw the line.
Maravich, 5.
No, we're going to draw the line at 3.
Let me ask you that. This is what I was thinking about. I think you should do this.
Me.
Yes.
Tyvis,
I think you should do this.
He's got a claim to 23.
I think Tyvis should try to get. If Jordan's got it trademarked, I want to see you.
You know he got it trademarked.
Great. I want to see you put up a fight for it. I want to see you. Listen, you don't have to hire a lawyer. You can act like you hired a lawyer.
He's going to go like this.
That's fine. You know what?
Just like this.
You've got a ring.
I'm going to be like this.
Right. You got a ring. Exactly. You've been on the not top 10. He hasn't been.
He probably has been.
I doubt it. He's Michael Jordan for crying out loud. But I'm just saying.
Well, they probably didn't have it back then.
Look, Michael Bennett's a lawyer, okay? Mm-hmm. He'll do it pro bono for you. Just have him draw up some paperwork and do a press conference and just say, you know what? I know most people think of Michael Jordan first, number 23, but I want to have marketing. I want to have a exclusivity in the state of Ohio that only I can use the number 23 to market things.
I think somebody else wore number 23 in the state of Ohio.
But see, we don't recognize he changed his number to 6. Okay. So that went back when I was banging.
Yes.
And I took 23 to new heights and brought the championship.
You did. That's right.
He was wearing number 6. Yeah. Therefore,
that's why he didn't wear it out of respect for you.
Should have.
Out of respect for you.
That's why when he showed up at the game with the 23 jersey on,
he had you sign it.
It was me. He was thinking of. He was there to support me.
I just think, Tyvis, that'd be great publicity for you to do that.
I don't care about publicity. I'm more of the opposite.
Hang on just a second. Bodie, did you hear what he just said? He doesn't care about publicity.
Publicity? I'm trying to fade the black.
Now we're going to bring race into it again.
Oh, boy.
Okay. This could be your last Buckeye show also. I think you're probably done here.
If it is.
Yes.
We had a good run, didn't we?
You know what? You faded to black is what you did right there. I can't believe you brought race into it again. Good for you on that one, Tyvis. The man who doesn't want publicity.
I don't see color.
He DVRs SportsCenter every night to see if his name gets mentioned.
Nah. I hope they don't.
I'll tell you, after this show, there's a lot of clips that might get picked up on social media of us saying certain things that could just take off.
B on B.
The Beyond thing for sure. Thank you for bringing that one back into it. That's for another time, though. But by the way, everyone on YouTube, we appreciate it. Thank you all for chiming in and listening. Look, I know the show was goofy. Joe Namath, number 7. There's another. Was he number 7? Yeah, Namath was 7 too, wasn't he?
He was like 9.
Namath wasn't 9. You wouldn't know. Don't act like you were. Your parents weren't born.
Was Montana 7?
Montana was 16. He might have 7 at Notre Dame, right?
Yes.
Was he 7 at Notre Dame?
Maybe.
He's not. Listen, Michael Vick is the best number 7. The only person that can argue for number 7 is Ted Ginn Jr.
If you had 7 times Bodie bringing up something with Notre Dame. You can put that on your bingo card, put a chip on that one. Yeah, that's what he did right there. He's all about it now. Thank you for chiming in, participating with us here on Twitter, on the chat. We appreciate it. Austin, thank you for coming in and sticking around. Tyvis, thank you. No thanks to Adam King. Thank you, Bodie, for everything you did as well. Make sure you stick around because our coverage of the Cincinnati Reds team, who's lost 3 straight 1-0 games. No team's done that since 1960. They're the second team in history to do it. They play the Brewers next. Stay right here.
The only show where sports talk is eclipsed by food talk. Common Man and T-Bone.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
The Fan.
Hey, Ohio State fan, are you ready for game day? Get hyped and get your crew going with the Buckeye Meal at BK. For $20, you'll get 1 juicy flame grilled Whopper sandwich, 1 original chicken sandwich, 2 mouthwatering cheeseburgers, 3 crispy golden small fries, and 3 refreshing small drinks. Grab your $20 Buckeye Meal today and share the taste of victory. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. Tax extra. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. And no matter what tasty choice you make, our low prices add up to big savings. Plus, you get over $600 in digital coupons each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump and points. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Ohio State National Champions. Celebrate the 9th National Championship in Ohio State history with an heirloom quality timepiece handcrafted by Oxia Time. Available in a broad range of styles and prices to appeal to that true Buckeye fan. If you want something extra special, check out the limited edition Ryan Day autographed box sets. These exclusive box sets won't be available long. Act fast and get yours before they are gone for good. All watches tell time. These tell the time of your life. Order yours today at AXIAtime.com.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with great benefits, we also help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining healthcare.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.